Start.
Good morning, everyone. This is Manju Das presenting for you the first chapter of Class 8 NCRT Science. So, welcome you all on online teaching session 2020 to 21. So, the first chapter is Crop Protection and Management. Let's begin with introduction. By seeing this chapter, the first question comes in our mind is that what is in this chapter and what we supposed to learn from this chapter. Children, as you can see the name itself in this chapter, crop protection, like how the crop has produces, what are the different steps to be followed and how has to be managed. Several terms and agriculture implements or tools were used for agriculture practices to grow more and more crops. Now question arises why we need to grow more and more crops. Let us know India is one of the vast populated countries, so all people need food to get energy for alive. So we need to cultivate the crops, means to grow. We cannot depend on the nature to get crops. It is not sufficient for us. So now next one is about the definitions of the crop. Let us see the definition. Same kind of plant that are grown and cultivated at one places on a large scale. It is called a crop. For example, crop of wheat in a field, only one type of crops should be grown, not the other, until and unless it cannot be harvested. It will take 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, or later on. Now the next topic is about types of crops. India is a vast country. The climatic condition like temperature, humidity and rainfall, soil vary from one region to the another. So different types of crops growing in the different area. So according to it, crops are divided into two types. Kharif crops, Rabi crops. Kharif crops, the crops which grown in rainy season in the month of June to September. Example of this crop is paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. The next crop is a rabi crop, the crop which grown in the month of winter season, means October to March. Example of this crop is wheat, maize, etc. Now the next one is the difference between the kharif crops and the rabi crops. The crops which grown in the rainy season is called as kharif crops, and the crops which grow in the winter season is called as a rabi crops. In kharif crops, it needs a large amount of water and the moisture. Rabi crops do not need a large amount of water. Example of kharif crop is paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton, etc. Example of rabi crop is wheat, maize, etc. Now we will proceed to the next topic, agriculture. Agriculture means cultivating soil for growing crops and nurturing animals to provide food and other products. We are not we are not growing only crops. We are not getting a food only from the crops. We are getting food from the animals also. Now we will proceed to the next topic, that is basic practices of crop productions. Various agriculture practices can be done by certain 7 steps. Farmers are using various steps to increase the yield of crops. So first step is preparations of a soil. Second step is sowing. Third step is adding manures and fertilizer. Fourth step is irrigation. Fifth one is protecting from weeds. Sixth one is harvesting. Seventh step is storage. Now we proceed to the next topic, that is preparation of soil. It is the first step taken by the farmer before growing crops. It is the first step before growing a crop. Preparation of soil means losing and turning it. Losing and tilling of a soil by various agriculture tools. Preparation of a soil means losing and turning it. When the soil is loosened, it becomes porous in nature. Aerated means air and water penetrates into the soil, in which earthworms and microbes will grow and makes the soil fertile. When the soil is loosened, the dead plants or animal is decomposed by soil organism and it releases nutrients to soil. Turning soil also brings nutrients to the top for the soil preparation. First, the soil is tilled with plow. The process of turning and loosening soil is called tilling or plowing. The soil is tilled by using a tool, plow, hoe, or cultivator. These all are the agriculture implement or tool. In soil, maybe some large, solid, big piece of soil is present that is called crumbs, which are broken by machine. That machine name is leveler, which is used to level the fields. Now, what are the various tools required to prepare the soil? In modern days, cultivator is used to plow the soil, but in older days, wooden plow and hoe are also used for preparing soil. Plow is usually made up of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals also. The main part of plow is called the plow shaft. There is a handle at the end of this shaft. The other end is attached to a beam which is placed on the bull's neck. The triangular iron strip called a plowshare. Usually, bull is pulling the plow. Next tool is hoe. A hoe is the earlier tool. In earlier, hoe is used for tilling, but nowadays it is used for removing weeds. Weeds means a wild plants or unwanted plant which is grows in the field. Hoe has an iron blade attached to it, hence it is utilized for tilling and removing weeds. Now the next tool is cultivator. Cultivator has a set of iron teeth attached to rectangular frame and pair of wheel. When a cultivator is pulled by the tractor, the teeth plow the soil and it saves labor and time. Now we will move to the next topic, that is sowing. Sowing means to plant a seed in the soil or to bury a seed in the soil. Means planting a seed in the soil. Before sowing, farmer is doing a selection of seeds. Damaged seeds becomes a hollow and thus lighter in weight, and the healthy seeds is heavier and it will sink in the water. After selection of seed, farmer used various tools for sowing seeds. Let us learn the traditional tool. Traditional tool is the tool used for sowing the seed. It is a funnel in shape. The seeds are filled into the funnel and passed down through the two or three pipes having a sharp end. Now the next tool is seed drill. Seed drill is another tool. It is used to sow the seeds. Sow the seeds by with the help of tractor. These tools sow the seeds uniformly at proper distance and the depth. So this can prevent damage caused by the birds or eaten by the rodent. It also saves time and energy and labor.